How's Joshua? I watched an interview about something about memory loss and things like that. Is everything?
Yeah, he
okay
just
now?
got concussed in the third round. Didn't really recover. Doesn't remember a great deal from that third round. He's surprised actually that he went 4 rounds in the condition he was in, because he said, like, I couldn't stand up. I was fatigued, didn't really know where I was. But he tried. He got up 4 times, so he's good. For the first 3 or 4 days, he didn't really leave the house in New York. He was gutted. But now he FaceTimed me before we came here today. He's in the gym. He wants to put it right.
He's already back in the gym.
Yeah, back in the gym. Just doing some cardio, and I know what he's like. This will eat him up. And this is the first fight, really, since he won the world title, maybe the Klitschko fight, where no one's going to be talking about the fight after. And that's so refreshing. Every fight he goes into, who's next? Once you beat this guy, when you fight in Wilder, when you're doing this is just, will he or won't he win this fight? So he can fully focus on this.
Have you already kind of thought about undercards for the?
No, give me a chance. Give me a chance. I mean, the Garden have said, can you just do a carbon copy of what you did the other night? So maybe we do the Taylor Persoon rematch. I mean, that was a great fight. But let's get the date and venue sorted first, then we'll start thinking about undercards.
Now, I wanted to talk about the fight also that was announced, the Ramirez and Hooker fight, of course.
Hooker Ramirez, don't forget, get it the right way around, please.
Well, let's talk about, obviously, you guys have Luke Campbell, or I guess maybe flip around, Lomachenko, Luke Campbell, and this Hooker and Ramirez. The whole politics thing, you guys just kind of say, we'll get one, we'll get the other?
Doesn't really work. Everything's case by case. You don't sacrifice fighters or give someone else advantage just because you've done a deal on another fight. But we want to try and break the mold a little bit on things that boxing fans don't like, which is politics, which is fighters not being allowed to fight on other networks. If Top Rank would have offered me the deal that we offered Top Rank for Ramirez, I would have let Maurice Hooker fight on ESPN. Doesn't matter that we've already done 2 on ESPN. It's about delivering for your fighter. And so you shouldn't really stop a fighter benefiting or progressing his career because it affects your business. I know it's difficult because we want all our top fighters to fight on our platform, but we pushed hard for this fight. There was definitely the element of, okay, you've done Lomachenko-Crolla, we're doing Lomachenko-Campbell on ESPN. And Bob as well is in a position where he's publicly stating that Crawford against Spence can happen, and I don't mind him fighting on Showtime or Fox or vice versa. So he's proving that by letting one of his top stars in Jose Ramirez fight on DAZN. When you look at those flagship moments now for DAZN, now you have 2 unification fights in the 140-pound division, because you have Ramirez against Hooker Ramirez, and you have Progress against Taylor, probably a month later. And hopefully the winners will fight each other. So great fights being made. Hooker Ramirez is a brilliant fight. I think it's a fight of the year contender. I think the styles will gel so well. Mo is the kind of guy who, if he's flat, if he's not up for it, won't always look $1 million. But when he is and the heat is on, he excels. I see the glint in his eye in this fight. He's getting an opportunity to cement his legacy in the sport in Dallas. And we know he's going to have a lot of hometown support. Ramirez will have a lot of support as well from Mexican fans as well. It's just going to be a great fight, July 27th.